Good afternoon and welcome to Willow's Green Permaculture. Today we are doing a review video on the Seesii 2-in-1 pole saw and mini chainsaw, cordless battery powered, the 8-inch version. Let's get started. So I unboxed this a little while ago. It comes with two 21-volt lithium-ion batteries. That's 4.0 Ah each, which is really nice. The correct pronunciation is Seesii. So this is a Seesii 8-inch battery-powered 2-in-1 pole saw and mini chainsaw. Another thing that it comes with is an extra chain, which is really good because after a while from usage, the chains become a little dull, and so you have to sharpen them. It's not something you can do necessarily in a couple minutes unless you're a real expert at it. So it's nice to have a second chain handy while you're waiting to sharpen your first chain. It also comes with a little bottle for applying chain oil. Now it doesn't come with the oil itself. I put that oil in there. The oil I use is a variety that is good for use in sub-freezing temperatures. We're below freezing now out there, and so you need an oil that's gonna work for that. It comes with the owner's manual, which is very clear. It comes with a pair of gloves, which are decently thick. What you want is something that's going to absorb some of the vibrations as you're cutting, so you're not absorbing that so much into your body. I've been cutting trees now for almost 5 years, and so I've actually got a pair of gloves that are good for really cold winter use, but these are pretty good. Also comes with a pair of safety glasses. I'll give these a try today. We've got the cover here, safety cover, and storage cover, I should say. Here's the safety cover that always stays on. Came with this handle here to screw it on when you get it, all right? And this is the knob you use to pull off the cover if you have to pull off your chainsaw, or if you have to adjust it if it's fallen off. The screw for tightening your chain, because you don't want your chain to be too loose, but you do want to be able to pull it a little bit. You don't want it too tight either. There's the screw you use to adjust the tightness of your chain. Here is the reservoir for the oil. Now, you shouldn't really fill it up to the top, so I'm probably just going to put 2/3 of that in there. And when I've got a charged battery here, what I will do is there's a button here to press so that you're oiling your chain, and I'm going to do that while I'm turning the chain so that the whole chain gets nice and oiled. There's a knob here, a safety knob, that you have to press when you want to use the chain. Press the two together in order for the chain to start working. It's fairly light, which is nice. And then here's the pole section. There's a button right there that you can use in order to adjust the angle of your chainsaw. Works very well. The battery will slip on to this end here. Same thing with the regular, slips on like that, comes off. The other battery's charging right now. And obviously the pole has the same safety button, so you can't turn the chainsaw on without pressing both buttons at the same time. For extending the pole, a couple of brake releases right here, and then you simply extend it, and it comes back in automatically. There, you hold it in place. There we go. These two knobs here are used to adjust the tightness of your locks if you find them getting too loose. So it becomes fairly long, as you can see. When you want to use it on the pole, it just slips right on, just like with the charger. Again, you switch its angle, and to remove it, you press this button. Charge light goes green when it's done charging. Chainsaw you can store in your garage, but it's always best to store batteries at room temperature. We got one of the batteries charged, so let's test it. And we're also going to oil the chain at the same time. So you press this button and then this one, like so, Do that again and press this button. Just pressing that button on top of there to oil the chain. Yeah, I can feel the oil on there now. Let's try the pole section. Straighten out. The two buttons, the same two buttons. Good, working. Everybody's working. Now that we've got everything tested, I'd like to talk a little bit about the size of the chainsaw. So this is an 8-inch chainsaw. So basically it's a pruning saw. It's not big enough to cut, full-size trees down. At 8 inches, it can cut branches that are up to about 5.5 inches or 14 centimeters in diameter. Anything bigger than that, and you're getting close to the full size of the full chainsaw, and you could try cutting something at that size, but then the vibrations involved in cutting that much, you could end up damaging the whole chainsaw because it's just not designed for that amount of cut. The tree we're going to be working on has got the branches we're going to be cutting. The thickest at their thickest are about 5.5 inches in diameter, which is just right. It's a tree I've been wanting to prune for a while. This is the tree I am going to prune with the pole saw. This is a Norway maple. It's a non-native maple, so I don't want to leave it in my garden because eventually it can shade everything out completely so nothing grows under it. And it doesn't really help wildlife that much because it's not native. And so I'm going to remove this tree eventually, but for now, all I'm going to do is reshape it a little so that it gives less shade and to allow this honey locust, which is a native, to have more space. As you can see, the Norway maple is invading its space a little bit. I'm going to cut this branch off, this one as well, and maybe even that one right there. Now, before I remove those branches, I'm going to remove some of the upper portions of them already, especially on this side because we've got a plum tree here, and I do not want the branches to damage it as they come down. And so I'll take them off one branch at a time using the pole saw. I will use these branches for soil building. This is a fairly convenient chainsaw, easy enough to use, easy enough to handle, light and so on. Extends quite nicely. To do the undercut first so that you don't injure the tree. Once you've gotten that done, then you'll be able to have a clean cut. undercut first. For this branch, I'm going to shorten this because it doesn't have to be quite so long. We've got one more branch to cut, but I'm going to use the mini chainsaw to do that. And I'm also going to cut this up with the mini chainsaw. Now these gloves are good, but they're not really for sub-zero weather. It's about 5 degrees below freezing. It's cold and my hands are starting to get cold, so I'm going to take these off and put on my winter chainsaw gloves. This is the last branch, last big branch. Now, I want to point something out. My undercut here was too small. I should have undercut it a little longer. As you can see, some of this bark peeled, and that's what you want to avoid with a good undercut. As you can see right here, it's fairly clean cut. It's not perfect. I mean, it would be better to be a little bit closer to the trunk, but I'm okay with that because this tree is eventually going to come down anyway, as I explained earlier. Right now I'm just lightening the tree up a little. So now I'm going to, this is the last one to come down. It'll come down that way. There's nothing underneath it. Little plum tree here, but that's fine. It's not going to fall onto it. So once again, I'm going to undercut this one because this the handle's on this side. This is where I'm going to undercut it and then cut it. Should be enough of an undercut. Now, when using any chainsaw, including the Seesii, you don't apply pressure when you're cutting. You just let the saw advance slowly as you feel the resistance going away. Like if you feel resistance, then don't move. It's only when you don't feel any resistance, that's when you move, because that's when the wood is cutting. Because you don't want to force your chainsaw. You don't, because that's going to reduce the life of your chain. It's going to make the chain go loose. It's going to damage your whole machine. You let the feel of the wood being cut falling away. You let that the lack of resistance is what's allowing you to move your chain. So I'm mostly done actually pruning the tree. So I'd like to take care of getting all this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to cut a bunch of these branches down so I can do some soil building with them. So let's go. So those 4 branches that you saw me cut down were about the biggest ones you would want to do with this size of pruning saw. They were all about 5.5, maybe 6 inches in diameter. So about 14 and a half centimeters, maybe 15 centimeters in diameter. You wouldn't want to cut anything wider than that with an 8-inch pruning saw because this is mainly for the smaller jobs and you want it to last as long as possible. I found it did a really, really good job. At this point, what you're seeing me do, cutting all these little branches, this is where this mini chainsaw is really, really convenient because doing this with a pruner takes 2 or 3 times as long because you have to use both your arms to do it. And even with a regular chainsaw, you need 2 hands to use it. You need to have both your hands on the chainsaw, even when you're doing this type of pruning down. Whereas this one, I can do the job with 1 hand and then with the other, I'm clearing the branches. And so it takes a fraction of the time to cut all these branches down, which is really, really convenient. And it's going to be great for, let's say, collecting kindling for firewood. It's going to be really great for cleaning up the forest. You've seen many of my videos where I'm doing the pruning of buckthorn in the forest. This little instrument is going to be excellent for cleaning up the buckthorn in the forest. So I'm quite happy with this tool. And I'd certainly recommend buying it for these small jobs, which are often very voluminous. And so it saves you a lot of time. So behind me right here, I've got a pile of branches that I just cut with the Seesii. I really liked it. I found it very convenient. It's very light. What I like about the battery-powered tools is that they don't make that much noise. You don't have to keep gas lying around. And so very, very convenient. Your neighbors will love you because you're not going to make that much noise. And it's great for small jobs. Obviously, this is a mini chainsaw. It's an 8-inch. So you don't really want to cut anything that's more than 5-6 inches in diameter. Very, very useful for a lot of jobs. You need firewood and you need to cut a bunch of branches and so on. It's so much easier than using a large pruner. Cuts things a lot more quickly. It's very, very portable. It's really nice. I was very pleasantly surprised with how long the battery lasted. In fact, it lasted for the whole job. It's still charged and ready to do some more jobs, but I wanted to get this video done. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful and you learned something from it. If you liked it, then please share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so yet, then subscribe to our channel. Support what we're doing here just by subscribing. If you're interested in buying this Seesii 2-in-1 mini chainsaw and pole saw, then there's a code in the description where you can get a discount. And have a great week. Have a wonderful holiday season. And we will see you next time.